Chris, thank you for being here on such short notice. I hear that you're getting married and kind of also divorcing us as well at the same time. I'm so sad to hear that you're going to go.
You cannot divorce a part of your body. You cannot divorce a part of yourself. I'm not going to divorce this. I'm as much a part of your team as you want me to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just wanted to talk a little bit more about what your thoughts are on the company and where you want to go with this in the future. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your current situation with the family? I hear that you have a fiance or a wife, and it's really exciting. I want to hear everything about it.
Yeah, so I have a fiance, and obviously you'll be invited to the wedding. Come on.
Nice.
If I'm going to get married, you'll know about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I do have a fiance. I'm going to get married, and I need to know that I can provide her with everything that she deserves, which means that I need to be able to financially provide for her, and that is something that I need to be able to do immediately. And I'm really concerned that I won't be able to do that here because everything that we have, if I stay here, I know I will invest back in the company because it's something that I want to do well as well, right? So I just thought I'll move on to a more stable company, a company where there is an already structured organization built, and if I work there, I'll be able to contribute almost the same, but without having to worry about the finances back home. That's my primary and actually only concern. You know how much I love this company.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to leave, but I have to.
I mean, so there's a real balance and struggle between your family and this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for you personally, if you didn't have, your fiance in the picture, you would come back and work with us, right?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So, if is it really your idea that you wanted to go into another company like Apple or Google, or I think Cisco was the other one that you mentioned, or was it more of someone else's decision for you?
No, it was mine. It's something that I've been toying with for a while. You know that. I mean, we do talk about this pretty often. We could. I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'm not going to leave this company with bad faith. I'm going to be invested in this to some extent at least, and I'm going to always be there if you need my expertise or my help. Right?
Yeah.
That's what is important, right?
Okay, great. So there are some things that we want to talk about with you being away from the company. We want to make sure that you can knowledge transfer most of what you know to someone who might be replacing you. And at the same time, we also want to make sure that you sign a couple documents just so that things get settled down legally, right? So for example, you're not going to be competing directly against us in the next couple months or something like that, starting your own startup. I'm sure you won't do that, so I'm sure you'll be fine with this.
I'm not going to rob you.
Yeah,
Come on, not you.
Yeah. So that's everything. Thank you so much.
So actually, let's just clarify a little bit about that. As far as non-compete is concerned, I'm not going to be starting another car company, obviously, and I'm going to be working in a different role altogether. And as far as knowledge transfer is concerned, whoever is going to be replacing me or who will be working in the technical field, I will be able to help them. I will definitely be there all throughout. Is there anything else that you wanted to ask me?
No. I think that's it. All right.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mark. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Susan, the CFO of this company.
All right.
We read a lot about you on your resume, and we are pretty impressed, to be honest. So why don't we start off with a little bit introduction of yourself?
Sure, I can do that. So, as you know, I have 3 PhD degrees in mechanical engineering, computer science, and literature. And I believe that with my technical skills, I would be an ideal fit for your company. I mean, I can get your product development just the right kind of push it needs to cross over to the finish line. Although I would accept that I've not worked in the car-related industry for long, but my experience in fluid mechanics would help me to blend in this company very comfortably. So, and that's about it. That's as far as my education background is concerned. And apart from that, for my professional background, well, I haven't worked in a startup as such before this, but I think I am pretty capable of doing that. I'm pretty capable of leading a team and managing people. So I should be good here.
Great. And, would you mind sharing a little bit your strengths and weaknesses?
Okay, so I'll start off with my strengths. Well, I think, according to me, my greatest strength is my technical expertise that I bring to the table. I mean, I can tell you right off the bat that it would be very difficult to find a candidate as qualified as me for this job. I am very proud of my technical expertise, and I can assure you that if I join this team, I'm going to make sure that the design quality and the production process is top notch. And as far as weaknesses are concerned, I don't really believe I have that many because, I mean, seriously, whatever I've done so far in my life, I've excelled at it, I've been very good at it, so I don't really see any weaknesses in me.
Wow, top notch.
Yeah.
Great. Would you mind telling me about one time you worked within a team to achieve a meaningful goal?
Huh. Oh, wow. Well, I've never actually worked in a team. I've always been an individual performer, if you know. PhD, as you know, is a very research-oriented study, and so most of the work I did, I've done alone. So I've not shared space with people or I've not collaborated on ideas as such, and it has worked pretty well for me in the past. But I guess I'm ready to work in a team now, or more so if you say lead a team now, because I believe I have the ideas and I can direct people in the right direction.
Well, I think our team really needs a genius, but I'm not quite sure if our startup culture fits you. And would you mind describe a company you want to work in? And I know you have offers from Google and Apple, and would you mind sharing your opinion on we as a startup versus those big companies?
Definitely. So yeah, it's no secret that I have offers from Google and Apple and all these big companies in the Silicon Valley. But the kind of job that I'm looking for should be challenging. I mean, I come with so much of academic background, so much of educational, expertise. I don't want to sit at a desk and do the same thing again and again over the years. I'm looking for some adventure, some fun. And that is one thing that appeals to me about this company. Well, I agree, as you said, that I've not worked in a startup before, and I don't know if this startup culture would be able to handle my level of expertise. But I think it should be good. It should be a good fit. I mean, it's a good match. You're looking for somebody who can really help your product development team. I'm looking for an opportunity where I can use my skills appropriately. I believe it should be a good match.
Very, very, very well answered.
Yeah.
And what is your vision for our company in 1 year from now, with or without you?
Okay, so, well, I'll be pretty honest here, alright? So, I've seen the growth of your company so far, and I've seen you guys started like 3 years back, and in these 3 years, despite of having a very clear vision about your end product, you've only managed to progress only 50% with the development. And that, according to me, is pretty slow. And without me, and considering if you don't really change the way things are in the company right now, I don't see you guys moving beyond 60% in the next 1 year. In fact, 60 would also be a little too ambitious. But if you do hire me, I can assure you, this space is gonna double. I have read through your design documents, I've read through your production documents, and I have some really great ideas that can speed up the whole process. I can assure you a 70% development by the end of first year, and probably aim for an ambitious 75.
Oh, very impressive, ambitious goals.
Yeah.
That will conclude our interview, and we will like to hear from you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.